Just hanging out with my number one friend here. Yeah, I was going to talk about blending. Yeah, like if you're just doing bananas and stuff, I think as a lot of people probably know who do a lot of blending, and pulse blending for the win, really. So if you're not familiar with blending bananas, pulse blend for the win, rather than just go full belt with it, and just sort of get lots of oxygen in there, really, and lots of bubbles. And it's not as smooth as it can be, different degrees of bananas. Like, if you're doing, I found if I want like a real thin sort of shake come smoothie, I guess, so it's neither too watery or neither too thick. And I'll do, like, say, this is if I'm perhaps going to go for a cycle ride. Again, like, I don't always have something, depending on how carved up I am from the day before and stuff. You can put, like, say, 4 bananas, a tiny bit of soy milk in there or something, which again I don't always have. I usually have water, something like that. With a bit of water in it as well. You can just go crazy with it, and because it's quite watery, so it's not going to hold much air, really. So I found, anyway. And the same with the datorade, really. You can, like, if you soak dates the night before and then go to blend them in the morning, they don't really taste as good as what they would if if they were dry. I mean, if you've got like a Vitamix or something, which I got, you can just chuck stuff in there and it just blend it up superb, So dates, straight out the pack, knock them in, water to how you wish to do it, and just like full pelt with me, and then it just comes up really creamy, really nice. Knock it back, really gorgeous. I mean, if it's too sweet, you can perhaps do things. It sounds a bit counteractive, but you can stick, like, say, a couple of apples in there or something, just to kind of take the sweetness taste off of it. It just balances it out a bit. In my opinion, it works for me sometimes. And yeah, I mean, I take datorade out on the bike sometimes, and it's still obviously sugary sweet what it is, but you don't get that creaminess, when you've just like blended it, which is really nice. It just goes a bit watery and that, but it still tastes gorgeous. So yes, a few little tips, I suppose, blending tips. And the thing I've found out lately with the peanut butter thing is don't use much peanut butter. You can have overkill on the old peanut butter, like literally a teaspoonful, like, I don't know, about that much, yeah. If that, it's a really strong taste, just try and drop the peanut butter content down, and you'll find you can still get a good taste of peanut butter in your smoothie, in the banana smoothie. It's just overkill. And then when I'm doing peanut butter in a smoothie, I'll put like 4 bananas in there. I'll just break them up, or just chuck them in, whatever. 3 ice cubes, and then put the peanut butter in like the center, and then cover up some more bananas, rather than put it on top, because it's it just mixes, it blends up easier, so I found, anyway. And that's not much more, really. It's one of those things you kind of suss up yourself. You just become clever at it. It's like a lot of stuff. The more you do, the more you I don't know, get to know what to do. Get to find what suits you, I guess. Everyone likes it different. I mean, some people might like sort of room temperature water in their smoothie, or me personally, I like it more chilled, so I'll put some ice cubes in there and go from there. I mean, especially in the summer, you put like a datorade in a drinks bottle for out cycling, and then just throw some ice cubes in there, and it's surprising how long it'll keep cool for, Again, if you've got one of those Camelback BPA free warm water bottles, they tend to take, to keep drinks cooler for, I don't know, 20-30% longer or something. But time then, you probably would have drunk it anyway, so when it starts to warm up too much. Well, now it's winter time, so my drinks are going to keep pretty chilled anyway, so the datorade would be rocking out the datorade all winter long. the cold weather, be keeping that nice and cool. So it should taste alright actually. Just advantages and advantages of the seasons, you know. Just got to adapt. So bananas and dates all winter long. Best nutrition you can get really. Or because it's cold, try not to well, I have said in previous vids, you know, it's all this shit on my iPhone. It's difficult for me personally anyway, as the weather does get colder. I've been eating a lot more soups and, you know, just the rice and steamed vegetables and stuff. And I had some pasta the other night. It was spelt pasta, it was. It was pretty good. You don't really notice the difference. Just stuck some vegan pesto in there, and we think some organic tomato puree. Just stirred that up. That was it, you know. I used to add things like sweet corn and stuff to that, just to make it a bit more, I don't know, palatable, I guess. Because I'm not really a big pasta fan. I don't really like eating it too much anymore, really. But if you've been eating raw salads for 3 days, and you falling back on a cooked meal, then, you know, again, couscous, pasta, potatoes, you know, they're your friends. Bit of rice, you can jazz up some rice and stuff. I did like a hot pot video the other day of just a little simple menu, really. So, you know, there you go. And I was going to say something else. I always think I'm going to say something else. I'm thinking whatever. Oh yeah, sorry. But like I said many times before, I'm going to do like a book review thing soon. More showing you what books I've got rather than, you know, full in-depth reviews of each book I've got, because I'll be on here forever unless I do a few different videos of it or something, because I've got a hella bunch of books. So yeah, no worries. Yeah, forget all that. So yeah, book review video coming soon. And get your smoothies on and get healthy. Bye.